Hey everybody, so my name is LaPrecious and welcome to my channel. Let's talk to LaPrecious. So what I'm going to do before I start this video is kind of fix my lighting a little bit. I hate this camera, honestly, y'all, because it looks so airy and everything. But I'm just going to go ahead and make this video because I feel the need to make this video about the scammer, Shatara Jackson Marie, or however you say your name. But yeah, I feel like I just need to make this video about you because I know you're watching since you love stalking me and looking at everything that I do and calling me a fat Frida. So I'm going to go ahead and do a whole video about you and how much of a loser you really are. So I hate to show this side of myself, you guys, to all of you, but I just feel the need to. So there is this Mambo by the name of Shatara Marie Jackson, who is supposed to be a Haitian voodoo priestess that I've been going to for quite a while. Now, she had been helping me along the way with a couple of my, Santeria things and my Haitian voodoo things and so on and so forth. But my spirits have been putting me up on game lately about her scamming me, about her lying to me, about her making things up in readings just so that she can give me an answer and keep me coming back for more. Now, when I first heard this about her, I was a little startled. I was kind of like, I don't know if I should believe this or not. Well, I don't know if I want to believe that or not, or, is this really true or whatever. But in every reading that I had, or even if I did a reading on my own, the Hierophant card in reverse kept popping up. So I'm wondering, like, what is this Hierophant card popping up in reverse for? A lot of times, when you get the Hierophant card in reverse, it usually indicates that a person you've been going to for spiritual help or someone of spiritual importance is not being honest, not being sincere, and there's just something wrong with them. So I technically had 3 readings done that confirmed right on the spot that she was a scammer. So before I officially stopped going to her, I was trying to figure out like, what else could I get from her? Whatever, whatever, whatever. And so once again, the last reading that I had from her, it pretty much was, touching on a little bit of what I needed and a little bit of what I didn't need it and so on and so forth. Shatara Jackson Marie, or however you say your name, and I'm gonna intentionally keep messing up your name too because you don't deserve that much respect. Since you think you're so much of a top dog, since you think you're so much of a pop star, of a singer, or whatever the hell you think you are, since your daddy was in the Sugar Hill Gang and you really can't live up to his name because he actually made music. He actually made a name for himself. You can actually look him up on the internet and his pictures come up. When I look you up on the internet, the only thing I get are this raggedy ass picture that I'm using as my thumbnail, 2 professional pictures that you actually look kind of good in, and then all the other pictures you look drugged up, you look cracked out, you look strung out, and you don't even look like a professional singer, anybody that would even respect as a singer or as an entertainer at that. When I also look up your name, Mambo, Shatar Marie, or Shasamedi, or whatever, I can't even find your Instagram page. I can't even find anything else what you claim to be or what you think you are or what you say you are, anything like that. I can't even find you. The only thing I can actually find is maybe how can I say it? One of those, music chart pages, where they rate people's fame based on how many fans they have, how many boosts they have, and so on and so forth. When it comes to the level of notoriety that you're actually on what, number 2000 and something? Yeah, you're actually very low. Your performance rate is really low, really low. For someone who claims to be so important, for somebody who claims to be so big and bad, and somebody need to tell me something about you, what do they need to tell me about you? You're a loser. You don't do anything for anybody. You may do readings, you may do spells, you may do rituals or whatever with the Loas and with the Orishas, which you're really not obligated to do since you're more of a Haitian voodooist than more so of a Santera or pretty much a Yanifa, which you're not. And you had a lovely time, you and your mother exactly, trying to tell me, what should I be doing with my tarot reading business? What should I be doing with my spiritual business? What should I be doing with the Loas and the Orishas when you don't even have a good relationship with the Loas and the Orishas? You have a delusional relationship with them. Oh, you think Bawan Samedi is your husband. You think Asogwe is your husband. Your mom thinks Ogun is her husband. Like, where do y'all live and who do y'all come from and who do you think you are? And then you even had the nerve to say that I'm jealous of you. I want to be like you. I want to have this. I want to have that. I don't want to be you. Exactly. Thank you, I am Amira. Yeah, nobody's ever heard of her before. And this is a Mambo priestess. I'm going to keep saying this. In the Haitian voodoo religion, Mambos are known as priestesses. And she actually talks to people like this. When you get done doing a reading with her, if you get on her nerves, or if you're someone who's coming to her for help, someone who's coming to her for advice or anything like that, if you come off as needy, if you come off as somebody who's sad, and really needs help. And it's really sad that even the spiritual community that is a home to Santeria, to Haitian voodoo, to Louisiana voodoo, to 21 divisions, you can't even come to the priests and priestesses in respect and truth and honor without them thinking they're better than you and tearing you down and chalking you up and scoffing at you all the time. She literally makes fun of people in her stories. She has said things like, I'm not your therapist. I'm not your friend. I'm not going to hold your hand when it comes to helping you with your rituals and everything like that. And my thing is, it's like, if you're giving people advice, if you're giving people, consideration, if you're helping people, if you're supposed to be a pillar of the community and things like that, who talks to people like that? Why would anybody want help from you? Why would anybody want to take advice from you or anything? And then you have all of these yes customers around you. You talk about your other customers to other customers that you like. Who does that? That's like spirit breaking spiritual confidentiality. And then you make it seem as though you're so big and bad because Azuli Freda is the one over your house. You make yourself look more bigger than what you are because you feel like Shango loves you more than he loves any other woman. You make it seem like your mom is your pride and joy, and that your mom is so much bigger and better than anybody when all she is your sidekick, the one that goes along with everything you do and say just to make you feel good because you don't have any friends, you don't have any men around you, and you love throwing that up in my face too, saying that the spirits told you that I cry in other people's DMs about not having a man. I've had, well, I'm not going to tell my business or nothing like that, but I've had men within the past 2 years since coming to you. I don't need your help on how to get a man. You can't even get a man yourself. You still dwell on the husband that you had 2 kids from, might I add. And you said, like, this man that you used to be married to, he got on your nerves, he was this and he was that. If you're a real mambo, why couldn't you work your magic to fix it? Because I'm going to tell y'all something about these priestesses and priests that a lot of people love to go to and that a lot of people love to be around and admire and whatnot in the community. Here's one thing that a lot of you need to keep in mind, that if somebody calls themselves a mambo, if somebody calls themselves a priest or a priestess and whatnot, if they can't resolve their own issues, then how in the hell are they going to help somebody else resolve their issues as well? You sit up here and say, oh, I don't have friends, I don't need friends, when I was a kid nobody liked me. Well, I can see why. And then you're pretty much saying that when you post pictures of yourself with your titties hanging out, with your butt showing, with your big overzealous stomach, which nobody wants to see, not even you, because anytime you do take pictures, you always taking pictures from the neck up or from the chest up because your stomach's too big to fit in the frame. And then you want to sit there and call me a fat Frida and everything like that. Azuli Freda doesn't even like you. If Razuli Freda was really into you and she was really your Loa that houses you and everything like that, don't you think you would have a man by now? Don't you think you would actually have, enough riches and whatnot from spirituality that you do instead of you needing to have 6, 7 other businesses just to make ends meet? Oh, yeah. And then you thought you was flossing and flaunting when you tried to, how can I say it? When you tried to like showboat and when you tried to stunt saying you made $1 million in your net worth as of last year from being a singer. What is $1 million if you're a famous singer? And what is $1 million if your father is one of the founders of the Sugar Hill Gang? What was your mama doing with his money? What were you doing with his money? Because it's a known fact that when you have rich and famous parents and they leave you money in their estate and whatnot, you're supposed to do way more than what they ever did in their lives, where you will have a whole lot more than just $1 million in the bank or $1 million as a net worth. And then on top of that, you call yourself this big grand mambo. You've only been practicing spirituality since 2019. Since 2019. You claim to be so big and bad and all this type of stuff. You've only been practicing as a mambo for what, 3, 4 years? And so what if you're the only certified mambo online or on social media, on Instagram and everything like that? Nobody still knows you. You got people like Three Hoodoo Sisters that are well known. She doesn't even have half of the followers on social media like you do. And this is not a diss or anything like that. You got people like Papa Hector, the one who wrote the book on 21 divisions, and Espiritismo. You got all these other priests and priestesses and whatnot who have done so much for the community and who have done so many wonderful things. And I have even had personal readings done by them and have never been treated the way that I've been treated by you. Have never been threatened by them that if I didn't agree with what they said or did or anything like that, that they would curse me, that they would put stuff on me, that they would hurt me so bad that they wouldn't be able to get it off of me. And then you a lousy, long titty ass bitch, and I'm gonna get you too. You're gonna sit up here and try to take a picture with you and your mom saying, "Oh, I know you wish you had this," or "Oh, I wish you." Oh, I wish you would have had this or whatnot. Who cares? I would never want a relationship the way that you and your mom have a relationship. You take pictures of you and your mom going everywhere, going out to eat, going to the mall, going here or there. Don't you have any other friends? Don't you have somebody else to talk to? And that's probably why you can't get a man. Because what man would want to be with somebody whose mother is attached to them 24/7 all the time? So how can you sit there and talk about me wishing I had what you had when you can't even handle what you have? And the only reason why people want to sit up here and give you all this money and stuff like that, because you have all of this galore. Oh, I'm Shatara Memory Jackson. Oh, I sing like this. Oh, 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 I'm singing like this. This is my song. This is my voice. Oh, I'm a singer. I'm gonna be singing. You sing like this. You sing like that. There's no flow in your voice. Who wants to listen to somebody whispering all the time? Like, I either want to turn it off or find some raid to spray the bug that I think is flying around me, but it's actually your voice. You want to sit up here and be evil and mean to me and want to sit here and crack jokes and want to sit here and try to talk about me. And then you even went on a whole tirade for about an hour straight before you decided to block me. Who does stuff like that? And then you want to sit up here and make it seem like Shango wants to be with me. Shango wants to be my husband. Shango wants to fall in love with me and be with me and all this kind of stuff because I'm prettier than you. You think you're prettier than me? Really? I've had some of the most powerful people in Haitian voodoo and 21 divisions and in Santeria crown my head and house me and protect me and guard me and whatnot. Some of these people that some people worship so hard, that some people love and admire and just flock over so hard in the Orisha pantheon and in the Haitian voodoo pantheon of the Loas and of the Mysterios and 21 divisions, these saints, these spirits have crowned my head. They have blessed me with riches. They have blessed me with money and whatnot. And you sitting up here thinking you the only one that they love and like. Need I remind you, if you really knew who Shango was, Shango is a ladies' man. He chases anything that's in a skirt. If you knew what you were talking about when it comes to the Orishas and whatnot, that you claim I'm trying so hard to make money off of, which is what you're doing, you would understand that Shango had one of the most prettiest Orishas as a wife. He was married to Oshun. He was married to Obanani. Thank you. I am a Mary. You said you can't even find her in your phone. Thank you. You're acting like you're so big and bad and that you're so rich and famous and that you got all of this craze and all of this pizzazz and stuff that I want to be with you. And every time I'm posting stuff on my IG page, you looking at it. Every time I'm posting pictures of me going out to eat, here you come lurking. You and your mama looking at my page, looking at my pictures, looking at the food I'm eating. You hungry? You as big as a whale anyway, because you're sitting there talking about I'm Miss Fat Frida. You probably wanted to eat the bowl through the page. Sitting there talking about me and my weight and talking about how I look. Nobody even knows you. Nobody even knows you. You've even have talked about how you so, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. I'm gonna give y'all a hint on something. She loves to brag about her life and she loves to brag about the type of stuff that she does and everything. Let me tell you something else that she said. B5, the group that used to be popular a long time ago, that was like the new millennium B2K, because you know when it came to R&B, you had B2K, then you had B5, then you had Mindless Behavior. Need I remind y'all, she used to make T-shirts for B5, and she said they ripped her off. She said she used to make T-shirts for them, and they would never pay her. Never even paid her. She would even post this type of stuff on her page, saying she used to make T-shirts for B5, and they never paid her. I'm gonna tell y'all something else about me, and I usually don't like to brag or anything like that, because just like they say patience is a virtue, they also say that being humble is a virtue too. I've read for a celebrity before, and I usually don't brag about this type of stuff. I've read for a celebrity before, and the celebrity even paid me what my prices was at that time. I've had conversations with a famous person before, probably somebody you couldn't even get to, couldn't even reach. A lot of these girls, and this is something that some of y'all don't know about the spiritual community. A lot of these girls that be doing these lives on Facebook, tarot reading these TikTok videos on TikTok videos, tarot reading and doing spells and stuff. Some of these people have read for famous folks that we could never even touch, let alone even see in person. You got girls that I have followed on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They have read for people like Cardi B. They have read for people like Summer Walker. They have read for people that some of these people we would never even get to be in the vicinity of, even if it was a concert. You sitting up here acting like you big and bad and like you the shit. And some of these girls out here that don't even have a blue check by their name, don't even have 1 million followers behind their back, don't even have as much money as you do and everything. And they have read for royalty. These people have done spells for royalty, because it is true that a lot of people in Hollywood believe in this stuff, that when it comes to talking to the dead and doing spells and tarot reading and talking to spirits and stuff like that, the reason why some of these people are so famous now and got what they got is because they come to people like us to raise up the dead and to talk to the spirits for them. So you sitting up here talking like you the shit and you got all this stuff going on, that you big and bad, that you better than me. Put some clothes on. Every time you doing lives, you halfway naked or you naked laid up in the bed talking about this is the year of Azuli Freda. If you guys don't have protection, she's gonna be on your asses. Like, why can't you ever have clothes on? Why can't you ever get your hair fixed? Now, I'm not against anybody who has natural hair, because y'all have seen me in my videos. I done been about bald headed in some of my videos. See, you can't even find her. She's not even dark skinned. She's light skinned. And that's what I'm saying. And then you sit up here and you take pictures and you halfway naked. You got your boob coming out, butt coming out, stomach hanging out, chest so low you had to put an emoji in between your breasts because they were so separated that IG was probably finna block you for indecent exposure. And you always try to make it seem like, oh, Shun never wanted to rock with me because I wasn't pretty. That Ozuli Freda never wanted to rock with me because I wasn't pretty. That Shango didn't want to be with me because I'm a pretty, because I wasn't pretty. Bitch, I done had Oshun crown my head at least 3 different times with 3 different people. I done had Oya crown me. I done had Oshun crown me. I done had Obanani even be around me. And she was Shango's first damn wife. Like, who are you talking to? Like, I done had some of the most powerful Orishas and powerful spirits be around me and even be with me. And the reason why I'm not dead yet, or why I ain't buried, or why I ain't somewhere out here crazy, broke, or messed up, and homeless, don't have nowhere to go, is because these spirits been keeping me since the beginning. And you sitting up here talking about me, saying I ain't this and I ain't that. You ain't the one that ain't nothing. Because anybody knows that if you want somebody to be into you and to love you and all of that, you don't have to take off your clothes for nobody. You don't have to be laying up in the bed, titties hanging all out, spilling all like this and that. Yeah, that's her real hair. Yeah, Shatara, she has long hair because she's mixed. I'll go ahead and give her that. She got the long hair and everything. I'm not going to say it's pretty, but you got long hair and everything. So, yeah. So she got all that hair and stuff like that. But at the same time, titties hanging out, chest hanging out. Oh, like why? Like, come on now. Like, really? And I understand that sex does sell. Thank you. And then you talking about, and then I understand that sex sells, and that being excuse me, y'all, and that being promiscuous, and just being sex and all that stuff, it sells and everything like that. But how does that tie into like spirituality? You saying I'm trying to make money, and then you saying that I'm trying to, make money off of spirituality and stuff like that. You're doing the same thing, charging people $300 to $600 for spells, charging people 1,000 and some dollars for spells. And then every time I would do readings and stuff with you, you didn't want to tell me what would work because you knew I was powerful enough to get it popping and to get it to work on my own, but you wanted me to pay you $300 and $400, and you know good and well I didn't have that at the time. And my thing is, with a lot of y'all priests and priestesses and stuff like that, that claim to be, so in tune with the spirits and stuff, how come the spirits don't be telling y'all that people don't have this money to give? How come the Loas and the Orishas and stuff, yeah, she's mixed and she puts that out so bad. Oh, yeah, and another thing, she thinks she's better than black people, African Americans, because she's Haitian. Yeah, she'll love putting all of that up. Oh, I'm Haitian, I'm Hawaiian, I'm Korean, I'm Indian, I'm Filipino. My kid's father, ex-husband, was Puerto Rican and Mexican. She'll love putting all that up and trying to make somebody feel bad and make somebody feel like they don't belong. Don't let this wig fool you. Don't let my natural hair fool you either. My hair is long too. When I press my hair out from being natural, my hair literally comes down to here. And so it's like you want to be so big and bad and so immaculate and so and and you're not. You're not. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows who you are. And you live in what, California? And then you threatening me through the IG live saying you're gonna pull up on me. Exactly. Like you're gonna pull up on me talking about you've been getting readings and stuff on me. I hope they told you I was gangster. I hope they told you that I'm bad. I hope they told you I could put something on you that you'll be begging me to take it off of you. Pull up on me then. You don't forgot I got your PO box and stuff in my messages and stuff on IG. What if I was to pull up over there in California and be sitting there waiting for you? Like that guy said in jail on Scare Straight. I was waiting for you at the door, and I'll be waiting for you at the post office right next to your PO box saying, "Brain, you said you was gonna pull up on me. Why you ain't pulled up yet?" And then she talking about she was gonna find out where I lived and find out where I stayed. How you gonna find out where somebody live and where somebody stayed? And anytime I did mail you something or whatever, it was always from the post office. Because by you saying all this crazy stuff about me, you might be crazy enough to come over here. But I let you know one thing, you ain't coming over here. You ain't messing nothing up for me. And you're not going to murder me. You're not going to mow me down. You're not going to cut me, kill me, or nothing. And probably your fat old mama probably so big she can't even wallow out the car to even get to me anyway. And I mean, I'm a big girl too and everything like that, but I've never seen somebody who is just so fat and jealous and just so bothered by somebody they claim to not even like and want to be with. Because a lot of these people nowadays, like I said, the pandemic, it has turned so many people into monsters where they think they are just so much better than everybody because they got money, they got a name, they got a business, they got this, that, and the third. I started my own business in the pandemic. I started my own business within the pandemic. I've been in this thing 2 years strong. Thank you. I am a mirror. I don't think there's anything bad about me either, but we live in a world nowadays where good is bad and bad is good. People love people that's evil and wicked and rude and stuff to folks. And when you nice and sweet and treat people like you supposed to, oh, you deserve to get spit at. Oh, who are you? Don't nobody care about you being nice. Don't nobody want to hear that. Like for real. And then Shatara, you want to sit here and act like you big and bad and you gangster and all this type of stuff. It's like that's not even you. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. And then you want to talk about the low cow food making me your enemy. No, you made me your enemy. You made me your enemy when you started lying to me and taking money as payments during these readings and stuff. That's what you did. And then you the one now being disrespectful to the spirits and stuff because you blaming your how can I say it? You're sitting up here trying to blame your misconduct, your spiritual misconduct on Fu. And I know good and well he is not happy with that. Because when it comes to cow food, he does not play with people. Why are you sitting up here playing with a spirit that believes in gunpowder being his offering? This spirit literally accepts gunpowder as an offering. And see, look, my candle clip, even the spirits and stuff agree with that. You sitting up here playing with a spirit that accepts gunpowder as an offering to accept when you're speaking to him and when you want stuff from him. Like I don't understand this with y'all. Like y'all, like a lot of y'all people have these titles as priests and priestesses and stuff, and y'all will sit up here and play tricks on people with these spirits and stuff, and these spirits can put y'all in the hospital. Like because there was a story that went around like 2 years ago about a white girl, I believe in Louisiana, that was playing with Bawan Samedi, and everybody always gets Papa Legba and Bawan Samedi mixed up, and they're really not the same. Bawan Samedi is the one who has a connection between life and death, and Papa Legba is the one who's the door opener and the gatekeeper. And I mean, come on now. Like for real. And it's like you sitting up here playing with all these spirits that can really put people in the grave. And I know a lot of people, I'm doing a video. And a lot of people will sit up here and, say, oh, voodoo's not real and the spirits are not real and da da da. Like, this stuff is real. Like, these spirits can give y'all money, they can give y'all jobs, they can give y'all platforms, but these spirits can take y'all's life away. These people can kill babies. These spirits can stop women from being infertile. and all of that. She does make music. She used to post in her live like, oh, she got this little single and stuff floating around. And then I read in her little bio thing that her song charted on some unknown billboard. And then talking about she got some type of award or whatever where she was the most known or something in this show in Sacramento. And then it said that she was even a favorite model at one of these other places. I'm like, like, really? Really? Like, come on. And I wish I would have saved this video of this preacher preaching about this on TikTok, and he was saying the exact same thing that I was saying. Why is it that if I'm your enemy and you hate me so bad that you got to get your mama on the line? Why is it that if you hate me so bad that you got to get one of your favorite clients on the line to clown me? Why is it that if you hate me so bad, you got to get a posse to sit up here and to throw stones at me and gats at me and all this type of stuff if you hate me so bad? You know what, Shatara? I hope you're listening. You already blocked me from IG after you went on an hour-long rant. And then when you blocked me, your mama, being the follower that she is, decided to block me right after you. Because I know y'all probably watching this video too. Because don't nobody else on YouTube give y'all a name or a platform but me. So let me give you this memo. Let me give you this announcement. Since you like looking at me so much. Since you think I'm so ugly. Since you think I'm such a fat Frida. You're like 1,000 pounds heavier than me. Look at me. Look at me. How about this? If you're so much bigger than me, if you're so much better than me, stop watching me. Stop throwing shade at me. Stop dissing me. Stop talking about me. And stop giving people a reason to think about me. Because you're really the loser. You're really the one that nobody loves, that nobody likes, that nobody wants. The one that thinks somebody is so ugly. Oh, and let me tell y'all something else too about the men part. Since you think I can't get a man, can't get sex, can't get none of that, let's go ahead and talk about that part. Let's talk about that part. You complain all the time on your IG page that when you post them half naked pictures and them pictures of you with your titties out and everything, that these ghetto D boys with the snaggle too, with the pants sagging, gold in their mouth and all of that be trying to talk to you. And then you want to sit up here and post another post and say, if you don't look like Johnny Depp, if you don't look like Machine Gun Kelly, if you don't look like Shasamedi, or if you don't look like any of these other prestigious white men in Hollywood, don't talk to me. What in the Pirates of the Caribbean? Who wants you? That looks like that somebody of that caliber. Johnny Depp is in court right now because of some tall, skinny white woman. You ain't nowhere near no tall, skinny white woman. She must have had some type of spell or magic put on him that she got him so messed up he done ended up in a defamation case because of her. Like, I don't understand, like, what's going on in your mind? And then for the record, since you want to talk about me not having no love life and me not being in love and me not having nobody, you even told me that if I chose to come to California and to pursue a modeling career or to pursue like an urban modeling career or whatever, that I wouldn't be able to make much money because men in California only like skinny women. You live in California. You don't have a man. And then you want to sit up here and say that these old ghetto ratchet snaggletooth D boys be in your inbox DMing you when you post some of your pictures, but if they don't look like Johnny Depp and Machine Gun Kelly, they can't talk to you. What kind of man would somebody like Johnny Depp and Machine Gun Kelly look like walking down the red carpet or looking down Beverly Hills or looking down or even well maybe Skid Row? You probably look better being on Skid Row since your hair matches the aesthetic anyway. And your sloppy demeanor because you look like a prostitute everywhere you go. Like you post pictures of you and your mama out, titties all out and see through sheer tops and everything, making it look like you sexy. You trying to prove something to yourself, sweetie. You are. You really are. You sitting up here saying that you can't get sex. Not you can't get sex. You sitting up here saying that I can't get sex, that I can't get this and that. But you feel the need to walk around in sheer tops with your titties hanging to the floor, hanging to your knees, with your mama out and stuff right beside of you. And then you never even want to post pictures or post videos of you full body length because you so scared and so self-conscious of your stomach. And if you want to sit up here and tell me that people in California only like thick, skinny women, and you saying I can't get a man and can't get sex, I've had men offer to sleep with me when I had my clothes on, when I've been dressed nicely. But if you did have sex, I hate when people just look at you and assume shit like that. That's just wrong. Yeah, yeah, want to sit up here and think that because she don't think that I'm pretty and I'm popping and stuff like that, then a man is not gonna want me. That I can't get sex, can't get no man. I done had men wanting to have sex with me with my clothes on, with me having makeup on, with a wig on and everything. And everybody always like to think that if you dress like a slut or if you dress like a hoe or a hoochie or a stripper out in the public, that you deserve to get raped, that you deserve to have a man hollering at you, cat calling you and stuff. I done been to places and I've been dressed in my best with a wig on, makeup on, and sometimes not even that. And men be cat calling me and trying to holler at me. I even remember working at McDonald's and Taco Bell when I didn't have no makeup on, no hair, no nails, no nothing, and men was liking me and thinking I was cute. That's how you know you got it. When you could get a man and when you could get some dick. When you got makeup on, even when you don't got makeup on. And even when you got good clothes on and when you don't got good clothes on. That's the kind of pizzazz I have. And you sitting up here talking about how people like Johnny Depp and Machine Gun Kelly is your type. Who would want to be seen out with you looking like that? He would be the fool of the week or the fool of the year or of the red carpet. They would literally be clowning this man for eternity. And he would probably have to send you a cease and desist order and probably have to pay you off so you could forget his name for him to get his fame and stuff back. Now you gonna run and tell that.